morning and welcome to my channel. Sharon here. Another lovely morning. We seem to be having one of those lovely winters where so far, touch wood, we've not had a lot of rain. But then again, we need the rain as well, don't we? Today I'm doing using tea bags to make some tags. Now I've got these basic tags from Line.Arrow, so I was going to choose some of these to do. They're sort of like very basic backgrounds, but they're great for putting things on top of, if you see what I mean, if you want to cover them. There's 3 different sizes. That's the medium. And then you have these really tall ones here. But they are a really good idea. Oh, there's loads more here as well. I mean, there is absolutely loads of them. I'm actually thinking I might prefer that one. I like the ones with words behind because you can see. Oh, and maybe the green one with the clock. Yeah. Okay, changed my mind there already. So I'm going to take those. And to start off with, one, I'm putting tea bags on with different mediums so you can see what happens. Now, these tea bags, this is in keeping with using up my supplies and my stash. I've had these tea bag papers here for a couple of years. I saw Artie Mays do this envelope and I thought, oh, what a brilliant idea. But I never did get around to doing it. I collected the tea bags. As always, you think of a project and then you don't get around to doing it. So I know I need to use these up. So my first one is using this Distress Collage medium from Ranger. And I'm just going to coat the tag with all of this. Now I'm putting that there. I will be taking off, trimming off around the sides once it is all dry. Okay, that's this one finished. I now have to let this dry. Now what I'm doing, I'm having to let it dry naturally, because one of the things I found, I tried doing it with my heat gun and the rest of the decoration wasn't very good at sticking. But I found if I let it dry by itself, I don't know why, what the difference is, because I wouldn't have thought there's any difference. I don't know. I left it overnight and it seemed a lot better to use as a medium for stamping, drawing, painting, gluing, etc. So I'm going to leave that one to dry to the side. And then the next one, I'm going to use matte medium. This. Actually, I need to move that over to the back a minute, just a moment. Right, because I need to use this here. Give that a shake, wipe that off. I struggle opening this. That's it. And there. Now again, I'm covering the whole tag, as you can see here. And I'll go that way round again. This time I'm just sticking it down, as once this is dry, I then use clear gesso on it because I want to paint on this. There we go. No, I need a bit more of that down there to stick it. You need quite a lot of this matte medium to stick these down, because really you should be putting some more over the top, but I do is just go round the edge with it, because that does seal the edges down as well. And I intend I'll be cutting all these off, obviously. So just lightly go down the edges, just to seal it off, like that. So now I need to let that dry as well. Okay, they've dried, so I'm going to work on this one, which is the collage medium from Ranger. So you just need to trim off the edges. Okay, all the edges are trimmed off now. And now I want I've got some vintage photos. And I've got them as freebies. And some are from tailor-made journals, are vintage photos. I was thinking something like that, or is that too big? Maybe that one. I quite like that one. What else? We've got the little boy. Or does the little boy go better, actually? I want to put some flowery things up there, so would it go with the little boy? Or the lady? Oh, the lady. They're a bit, this one's a bit harsh looking, I thought. I think the lady I'll do. I was tempted with that lady, but I think she looks better on there. Okay, so next thing is I'm actually going to put some glue around the outside. Oh, I know where these are from. It's got a backing. These are from a Tim Holtz paper pad, but it's one I've had for years and years and years, and it's got a sheet of these photos in, and I cut some of them out. I haven't used the paper pad in years. I can't remember what it was called either, but it's got all these vintage photos in, and it's very sort of, I want to say industrial, but it's not. It's got numbers and bingo cards on, if anybody can remember it. Whoops. I'm going to put that there. But I'm also going to put the collage glue over the top, make sure it's stuck down. Like this. Then I've got one of my Christmas presents, which is I haven't even taken it out its box yet. The Botanical Tim Holtz collage paper. I'll tell a lie, I think I have. I've just had a look at it. Okay, these flowers are that you get for nail art. We get them in the Chinese shops over here. So I'm thinking I'm going to leave it like that. It does dry, weirdly, it dries very differently to what you can see at the moment. So I do need to let that dry now and go on to the next one. So this is the one I used with the matte medium and just put it underneath to glue the tea bags on with. And what I'm going to do now is put some clear gesso on, and then I've got to let that dry. So I'm just going to paint this over. Okay, the gesso's all dried, and can't remember if I had to cut off the edges. I think I had already. So what I'm going to do now is stamp with some stays on timber brown, and I'm using the sample, whoops, I'll show you, the sample set Nature Finds CEC 958. They are a gorgeous set of stamps. So I'm going to use these, and I'm using the fern one and the flower one there. And then put that in there. So I've put the fern one on the block already. Whoops, take the pad to the stamp. Right, this is another day, yet again. I keep doing different days with this video. Okay, so I'm just going to put that way. There. I don't need it to be real, you know, it can, if it's missing a bit, as you can see there, at the top there, you can, we're going to be ink watercolor, so you can just clean the stamp off, sorry, you can, you know, you'll be able to paint in what's missing, if you see what I mean. There. Then I'm going to see, they're very sticky stamps, which is a good thing. And then I'm just going to stamp this one up the side. I'm hoping you'll be able to see all this. Might have been better putting it in my stamp platform, maybe. Let's see. This is going to go just there. Not too bad. I've got an idea of what I'm doing. I thought maybe pressed a bit more on the top bit, but that's okay because I can work it out. Okay. Oh. Now, I've got a very thin brush, a number, so Winsor & Newton, number 3. Thought I had a thinner one than that, actually. No. Oh, well, it was this one I'm using. Okay, I'm going to go with, I'll put this back on, sorry. The olive green, and I do it quite thick because I do want it to stand out. So I'm just going to go over the where I've inked. So I've finished that. You can see there, I'm hoping, what I've done. I'll just get this out of the way for the minute. Put that all over there. So the next thing I want to do is get some labels, specimen labels. Yeah. And then what I think I'm going to do is put a label down here, or a green one. Oh, there's two there. Green one kind of fades in a bit. Didn't like the black red. Red might be a good one. A small red one. I got these are Tracy Fox, by the way. No, I don't like that. I'm looking for a small one. Ah, here we go. Here we go. There. Yeah, I quite like the red. So I'm going to do that. And I'm using, what am I using? Walnut stain. Doesn't, oh dear. Oh no, it's coming down. I haven't been gluing all weekend, so. Alright. And I'm using the 3-in-1 Fabri-Tac just to make sure it does stick down. There. Okay, I've now finished them. All I've done with this one is I've backed both of them in tea dye paper and put ring reinforcers on there that I've punched out of craft card. So that's that one with the watercolour and the gesso, and putting it on with the matte medium, and that's with the Distress Collage from Ranger. The other thing I did do was, this was a bit too stark white for me, so I've rubbed, you know, with the brush over the tissue paper with Vintage Photo, just to take the whiteness off a bit. Anyway, I'm quite pleased with them. Not sure what I'll use them in, but I'm sure you'll see them in future projects coming along. So that's using up some tea bags and using some different mixed media as well. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Bye.